Well, hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by. They call me Kay, and it's a pleasure not being with you today. Yeah, back with another episode of Trader Life Simulator. Where, yes, okay, you know what? Last episode it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Honestly, like I don't know why I had the number 1500 in my head, but I did, and it was wrong. So 1500 is not the way to go. So instead, I think we bought the coffee machine in replacement. We're like, F it, let's add some more passive income to us. Because if we add more passive income, well, it brings up the newsstand paper, the juice bar, and the coffee stand. So that's 3 potential customers that can potentially come into our store at the same time. Well, not at the same exact time, but it gives us more options. Well, not more options. How am I supposed to say this? It gives us more chances of somebody stopping in at the store and actually using and spending money. I don't know how much it costs for people to buy coffee, but we're gonna find out. I guess we're gonna find out indeed. Yeah, so I don't remember. It's been a couple of days since I played this game last. I don't remember if we took a loan out. We might have, might have not actually. I do have a pizza, by the way, in the back here, just hanging on tight. So yeah, there's our coffee machines, which is awesome. I love to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we need to bring in today. Actually, how much money did we make? Okay, not a lot, but not a little. Not a lot, but not a little. I did talk about wanting to get another refrigerator in, but I think right now we're kind of fine with that. Burger orange juice would be cool to bring in right now, if it's cheap, of course. We need milk. Someone just asked for milk. Toilet paper and diapers, maybe. What the heck was right there? What was animal treats? No. What was right there? Maybe nothing was right there. Nothing probably was right there, actually, thinking about it. Okay. Wheat biscuits. Like, honestly, let's go ahead and back this up a little bit. Just do that. That's fine. Oodles and noodles are fine. But we could probably buy some more oodles and noodles as well. Spaghetti it's not really selling. It's not really selling at all. I don't know why I picked up another wheat biscuit, but I did. How's the corn? Yeah, we need actually sweet corn. Eggplant. How are we doing on eggplant? Eggplant's fine. What the heck is that? Is that peas? Yeah, peas. How are we doing on peas? We need more peas. So peas and corn. Possibly even more jam. Tomato paste is fine. Olives, probably could bring in some tuna. How's the tuna? Tuna is fine. Dog food sold. Good. Soda's good. Cereal's fine. Coffee products seem okay. Cookies and all that look pretty good. But bleach, probably. Bleach and detergent. Well, detergent maybe not, but bleach, something to think about as well. Maybe, actually. Yeah, the large bleach. So large bleach we need to bring in. Large bleach, a large milk, and yeah, by the way, there's washing powder that I didn't even know. I didn't even know washing powder existed. Some people use washing powder for dishes, and some people use it for their freaking hands. This is news to me. I've never used it. I've never used washing powder. But yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and head to the store. I mean, honestly, like, we have about like a good amount of stuff, right? Even here, like, we got a lot of stuff that we still need to like put out. Oh, speaking of orange juice, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and do orange juice. We don't need to go get orange juice. We already have orange juice. Bring in the orange juice. If anything in this freezer, maybe a burger and milk. But honestly, like, today might be the day we go big on meat. Maybe baby. That's all I gotta say is maybe baby. We do need to get sweet corn. We do need to get some peas, and then milk. That's like our big thing. I mean, strawberry biscuits. Yeah, those things are selling so fast, and we're almost out of that. It's always weird. It's always like a few things here and there that need a little bit replenishing, but it is what it is. We did spend our $50 on the on the expenses as far as, look, let's be honest, as far as employment goes. I just wanted to be careful there. So we're good on that. I probably will fill it in at the end of the day. Being the $50 I will fill in at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and back this bad boy up in here. I don't expect to get too much today. And I say that all the time. And then look at me. I go and like spend a whole load. Now, one thing that I would like to do is milk. God damn, that's expensive. $10 off on milk is not... Sorry, it's not worth it. Freedom Burgers. High price. What was the other one? It was milk, burgers, and I honestly think that was it. Like, chocolate milk's a good price right now. I mean, $13 off. That's not bad at all, is it? All right, we'll wait. We'll wait. Let's see here. Strawberry biscuits. Good price. We need to bring them in. So strawberry biscuits are in. Chocolate biscuits, I'm not really worried about. There's still a couple left over. Bleach, something we need to bring in. Cooking oil large. We actually have cooking oil large. No brick bread. Let's actually see brick bread here. Too high. Too high. Donuts are high. Baguettes are high. It's all high. Coffee sticks, again, we're fine on that. Soda, we could bring in another soda, but, you know, what's the point at this point? What's the point at this point? Yeah, I know. Oodles and noodles. $7 off on the oodles and noodles. I mean, yeah, we have to get it. We're running low. We can't just, like, you know, ignore products because they get low and they're cheap. No, we can't do that. All-purpose bleach, a large bleach. $17 off. Yes, that is a must. So there we go. Softener. Actually, we do need softener, so we're going to bring in softener as well. God, look at me. I'm already like, I don't expect to buy too much, but I'm going to buy the whole store. Sweet corn. Sweet corn is what we needed. Sweet corn is what we got for $3 off. Peas. How are the peas? Peas are $5 off. Even better. Take it in. Take it in. All right. Very nice. Very, very nice. Beans. We can't get beans in because they're always high price. Jam. We could get a thing of jam. We could. What about bag of rice? Bag of rice is okay. And toothpaste, not really. Oh, sunscreen. Sunscreen's too high. Sunscreen is way too high. Anything else? I mean, we have spray. We think we have spray, right? We should have spray, or at least enough spray left, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, enough spray left. Now, what about sauces? Ketchup. I don't think we have ranch. I don't remember if we have ketchup. If we did, it's probably gone. Right? If we did, it's probably gone. Pick up some ketchup. And I think that's gonna do it. I know, like, I don't plan on buying the whole store. Well, guess what? You bought the whole fucking store, you idiot. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and drop all this stuff off at the store. I really want to buy more meat. I really want to save money and buy more meat. I know. Hey, guess what? You know how do you do that? You know how you buy more meat and save more money? You don't spend the money. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, you want to know how to save money? Don't spend money. You gotta spend money to make money. Yeah, but you're never gonna get there if you keep spending your money. I know. I'm an idiot. I'm a forehead. What do you want me to say? Ketchup. How are we doing on ketchup? I think we have no ketchup. Yeah. Okay. So this was actually a decent buy. The fact that we have no ketchup at all. Place to put ketchup. I don't know. Maybe we'll put the ketchup over here. For now, that's fine. Because we still have boxes. Like, we have boxes around the store here, which means, like, there's still stuff that needs to go out, right? There's still stuff that needs to go out. Let me actually just rotate this the correct way, please. Thank you so much. All right. Sweet corn. Yeah, sweet corn is what we needed. Sweet corn is what we got. Let's go ahead and slap that down right there. Chingy, right there. Okay. And softener. Softener is going to have to go up there. Yeah, we were running low on softener, right? Yeah, like 3 bottles left, so that was a good grab. I'm glad I grabbed that. Oodles and noodles. Yeah, oodles and noodles will go over here. So this should be good. I mean, honestly, like, we should be good at, like, not having to buy everything anymore. Well, not anymore, but, like, maybe for a good while. We should at least have enough time to save money and get what we want. Like, meat. Like, I want the meats, dude. Like, Arby's. Give me the meats. We want the meats. Okay. Cash. How much cash have we made so far? $309. Okay, we got a $309. Let's start with the ketchup. Let's start with the ketchup. The reason why we start with the ketchup is because it's an empty slate. It's very easy. It should be simple. Just slap them up. And I would like to put the ranch and the sauce here with the ketchup in you know, eventually. Putting ketchup next to the cereal is, like, you know, why? But also, don't talk. Don't talk about it. Yeah. All right, so there we go. Anyways, what have you been doing lately? Well, you know, I'm getting a lot better as the time goes on. I'm not, like, I didn't really talk about this. I didn't really announce this. I mean, I did announce that, you know, I've been feeling under the weather for some time now, for a few days, actually over the weekend. And it's not the, like, feeling under the weather that some people are assuming it is. Like, people are like, oh, you might have COVID. It's not that, really. It's not that I have COVID symptoms, because honestly, if I have any, I might have one, but it's not the COVID that I'm worried about. It's something else that I'm worried about. Like, I talked about being, like, very sluggish, very tired, not a lot of energy and stuff like that. And then, I mean, that's one thing, right? Sluggish and not having enough energy, that's one thing. But it was more or less, I had very, very sharp pains in the side of my stomach. And it would come and it would go and it would come and it would go. It would flare up and it would flare down, flare up, flare down, and stuff like that. And I know what you might be thinking. I know there's signs about that where it's like, my mom, she had appendicitis, and I don't. I'm not saying that's the issue. I'm just saying, there's strong signs to kind of like, be careful, right? Is all I guess people would be able to say, is just be careful. Unfortunately, like, I don't know. Some people's situations are different, of course. I've talked about this. I've talked about this a little bit in the past, and when it comes to our situation, like, every country's different. Everybody's lives are different. Everybody's different, right? When it comes to our situation, it's it's simple, but it's like not simple. So like, we have health insurance, but it's not the best health insurance. Like it would, like, it costs us like $20 to go talk to our doctor, right? Okay, not too bad. I guess, depending on where you live. Some people can go talk to their doctor freely without having to pay anything. Well, in our situation, we have to pay $20 every time we go see our doctor, which sucks. Because $20 is $20. $20 is like half a tank of gas, maybe a quarter tank of gas now with the gas prices even going higher. So it's like, almost in a way, it's like I'm paying $35 to go see the doctor just because I got to drive there and drive back and drive there and drive back. By the way, I got to go do this. So, yeah, thank you. Auto electricity pay, thank you. But yeah, anyways, I know, quit yelling at me. But yeah, so yeah, it's like, if you go see a doctor, right? You go see a doctor, it's going to cost $20. And then they're going to tell you what they, we've kind of played with this with like 2-Point Hospital, right? 2-Point Hospital, you get the, oh my F, you get the doctor who tells you you need to go see a specialist, right? We'll be right back. Well, that was freaking frustrating. Ah, man, I hate when the game does that. Like, okay, so I guess my thought is like, one, that shouldn't happen, right? One, that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't have to fall through the level on multiple occasions in a Let's Play series, right? I agree. Two, the trees shouldn't be throwing me to the freaking moon every time I drive in that direction. Three, you should probably stick to the road and not try to drive through trees. Right? There's a little bit of conflict right there in between that. So it is what it is. So I guess what I want to say is, back to the whole deal. Yeah, so it costs us like $20 to go see the doctor. And then, they want to refer you to a specialist and whatnot. So hang on, let me just take a look. Did all this save? I think it did save. Yeah, it did save. I think we're just going to get hit with the electricity bill here in a sec. Yeah, did the ketchup is already up? Yeah, the ketchup's up. Okay, we're just about to get hit with it then. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, they'll refer you to a specialist. They want to do x-rays, or they want to do this, or they want to do that. And x-rays are like probably $100. Like, I think they were like $100 a pop last time we did it. And that was $100 a pop. And that's what it is, dude. It is what it is. And yeah, so I'm always hesitant to go to the hospital. Like, I myself am hesitant to go to the hospital unless I'm dying. Unless I'm like, kill me now, send me there. Why am I pulling into this? I don't need to pull into this. Unless I'm like, unless my arm is falling off, then take me to the hospital. Now, that is my philosophy for myself. For myself. That's just for me. It's not a good philosophy, I admit it, but it is what it is for the most part. What is it, 150? Yeah, I think 150 bank to the credit card. Yeah, 150 bank to the credit card. There we go. That's 150, or sorry, that's, okay, there we go, it's paid. That's my, you know what, honestly, like, what the hell, why not, right? Like, why don't we just have it sent there, and just sitting there waiting for the next one to come in? Plus, you know what? While we're here, for tomorrow. We don't have a loan, by the way, which is good, because we have an extra $1,000 if for whatever reason. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, thank you. We have an extra $1,000 if we want to spend it whenever we want. Anyways, back to what I was saying, which could be on me. Yeah, so that's my philosophy for myself. Now, when it comes to Danielle, it's weird, right? I'm not for that. Like, if she's hurting, if she's sick, she goes. She goes no matter what. If she's, in pain and all that, I take her, she goes, bam, no questions asked. And I know what it is because we have the same insurance, obviously, right? We're married. But like a hospital visit, last time she went to the hospital, and it was like for some, it's like some really bad cramping and all that, and we didn't know exactly what it was. And I'm not gonna get too deep into it because I don't want to, HIPAA. Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to, spill the beans on things, and you guys don't need to know anyways. But she went there for some bad stuff that was going on with her stomachs and all that, and we found out what it was. But literally, it took like a hospital visit of like maybe an hour and a half. Hour and a half. They said, "This is what's wrong with you. Thank you. Here's a prescription for some medicine for the pain. Have a nice day." Very quick, very easy, very simple. Problem is that very quick, very simple, very easy is considered the hospital. So the hospital would be considered, guess what? A $400 to $500. It was like $480. $480 for an hour and a half visit at the hospital. That took us months to pay off just for one hospital visit, just for her. And that's not even counting doctor bills either. So, yeah, you can see where this is leading to. So, that's just for her, right? It took me a few months to pay off just the hospital bill. And that didn't count the regular doctor follow-ups. Anytime. It's not like if we make an appointment, it's $20. It's anytime. Anytime we step foot in the freaking doctor's office, they charge us, right? And I mean, our insurance, they cover some, but they don't cover all of it, right? And yeah, that's the problem. So I went to the doctors because I was having very bad like I will refuse to go to the hospital again unless I like fell out of a chair 80 feet in the sky. Still, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But oh yeah, look at that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it was like I went to the doctor one time because I was like, I haven't been to the doctor in like 4 or 5 years. I know. Crazy, right? And I was like, I haven't been to the doctor in like 4 to 5 years, and well, I should probably go. I should probably go. And so I went, and I was like, this is all right. Here I go, going to the doctor. And the only thing that's in the back of my head I'm thinking about is simple. It's just like, how much is this going to cost me? How long is it going to take for me to pay this off, right? And the reason why I went was because I was having some like trouble with a few things with myself. I was like, dude, I'm getting older, and it's like you start feeling parts of your body that hurt all of a sudden that never used to hurt when you were a kid or something, or like or something else, or like something internally is hurting and you don't know why it's hurting, or you don't know why it's making this like, you just have questions, right? And that was mainly the reason why I went, because I was like, I have questions. Why do I have a dull pain above my heart constantly every day, right? Is there something wrong with me? Did I pull something? Am I sick? And I don't have a very good, like, family health history is not good. Grandfather had open heart surgery, and stuff like that, and like, yeah, and diabetes and strokes and cancer and just like all this kinds of stuff. Like, family genetics is not good. Family genetics is one thing that does not run very well in my family. So I've always been afraid of going to the doctor and them saying, well, this is what you have. Good luck with yourself and good luck with your life. This is how much it will cost. That's a nervous laugh. Yeah, that's a nervous laugh. I'm just trying to play off there, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I've always been afraid of that kind of stuff. So I don't know. When it comes to Danielle's sake, I'm like, no, I don't want to risk it. You're going no matter what. That's just how it is. But for me, I'll take it. It might be a little bit of a selfish thing to do. Might be a very selfish thing to do, because what if there was something wrong with me, right? And like, I didn't know, she didn't know, or something like that. Anyways, fast forward, or back to what I was saying about the whole doctor thing. I went to my doctor and I was like, I've had some very bad, dull pain around my upper chest heart area, and this was a few months back, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say, and it's very dull, and it's an annoyance. Like, it's an annoyance. It doesn't like ruin my day, but I feel it constantly, and it never goes away. And it's not like a sharp pain. It's like a very deep down dull pain. And she was confused. She was like, oh, I don't know. Let's run an EKG on you. And if you don't know an EKG, it's like a heart monitor, right? And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's run that, right? Let's run that back, because I've never had it done. Anyways, 3 weeks later, I get a bill in the mail saying, yeah, your EKG that lasted about 37 seconds. We tested you for 37 seconds to tell you that everything should be okay. That's going to cost you $150. Oh, by the way, your doctor visit's $20 on top of that. So it's going to be $170. I don't know. That's why I've always been hesitant. I've always been hesitant to go to the doctors or go to the hospitals and stuff like that. It's not because I'm afraid to hear of outcomes, which I am. I will say I'm afraid to hear outcomes, but it's mostly due to like shit. Like, I don't want to be put in debt, but then again, it's my health. But then again, there's debt. And what's worse, being in debt, not being able to pay your bills or pay a roof over your head, or your health? My choice right now is being able to have a roof over my head, because if I have a roof over my head and not debt free, but not on the brink of bankruptcy, then you know what, my mental health will survive, I think, a little bit better than my physical health, right? You have to choose physical health and mental health sometimes, and that is my choice right there. And some people could have a very opinionated opinion about that, being like, that's not a good idea, or maybe some people are like, I feel your pain, dude, I know exactly what you mean. Again, that's different from country to country, and that's what I wanted to kind of mention, is that your situation could be so much different than my situation. And if your situation is different, then God bless you. Bless your soul. And take advantage of going to the, if you have the ability to go get healthcare for free, like, take advantage of that stuff. Like, I'm not all like about like working the system or anything, but I'm just saying, like, if it's part of your compensation or whatever as a human being, as a citizen that you have, or maybe your job has really good health coverage, or maybe this or that has, your country has free healthcare, whatever it is, like, take advantage of that stuff, because some people don't have the luxury that can afford to just go out and be like, I'm gonna go check my heart today. I'm gonna go take a blood, like, I'm gonna go check my blood to see if anything's wrong with me. By the way, I haven't had my blood checked since 2013. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. The last time I had my blood drawn was almost 10 years ago. Yeah, and it's mainly because I rather have Danielle's health not better than mine, because I don't know, she gets her blood done, she gets all her work and everything, she gets taken care of way before I do. So that's just how it is. That's just how we roll. That's just how much we both can afford together. Is I don't want to say we have to choose who gets to see the doctor more often because of our financial situation, but I'm just saying, well, I guess that is what I'm saying. That is kind of what I'm saying, is that we have to choose, and I'd rather choose her than me, right? So it is what it is. I'm not trying to like have people feel sorry. That's not the point. The point is not that. The point is just, one, be thankful, right? Be thankful for what you might have, because it might be worse. It's definitely worse. Depending, there's always a saying, right? Someone will always have it worse than you, and somebody will always have it better than you. It's just how it is. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Somebody will always have it worse than you, and someone will always have it better than you. But yeah, so don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel like it's bad or anything. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to enlighten you a little bit, you know, personal stuff. And some people like that kind of stuff. You know, there's nothing to really talk about when I'm putting away groceries every single day, but some things come up and some things are good to talk about. Other than that, I think we're pretty much good. I think everything is out that needs to be out for the most part. We can go in and grab some money. We are coming to the end of our day today. $692. Oh, baby. We're going to get meat today. We're going to get the meats. I swear to God, we're going to get the meats. Like $692, $704. Oh my God, we can do it. We can absolutely do it. $700. Take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. All right, so if we were to buy meat, it's gonna go with the fish. People are gonna be upset with that. People will be like, that is against the law. You can't do that. Well, you can in this market, and we will in this market, right? It will happen. We are doing it, and that's how it is. So be it. Can we drive there right now? It's like almost 5 p.m. We could do it. It might be dark, but we can do it. $723. I mean, I could wait. I could wait, and I could wait and be like, you know, a little bit more money, maybe $1,000 there. But no. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. By the way, Nutty Professor 1 and 2 have came on Netflix in the US just recently. So if you are a big Eddie Murphy fan and want to see some Nutty Professor, dude, go to Netflix and watch some Nutty Professor. If you've never seen Nutty Professor, starring Eddie Murphy back in the 1997, I highly recommend go watching Nutty Professor. It is a good comedy. If you want a good laugh, it's good comedy. By the way, it has a little bit of romance in it too. I believe Janet Jackson stars in that movie. At least in Nutty Professor 2. I think she stars in both. Yeah, I think she stars in both. But yeah, Janet Jackson's in there. Now we could think about getting fish instead of meat. You know what? I'll tickle the fancy. I'll tickle the fancy. I'll see how much money some of this fish is for. Cause like, why not, right? So we could get a good deal on mackerel. No, we can't get a good deal. That's not even a good deal. Perch fish, we don't need it. Salmon fish, I mean, it's a good price, honestly, good price. But let's go check out the meats. I don't know, maybe we can get like a nice cheap rotisserie chicken. Can we get like a nice cheap chicken, dude? Maybe. Maybe. We're gonna find out. You never know. You never know. Hello, how are you? What if I just pulled right on in? I'm here. He's probably upset. Okay. Ground beef. Excellent price-ish. We could get ground beef. Steak. How's the steak? Too expensive. How's the chicken? Too expensive. How's the sausage? Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. How's the meat? I guess is good. All right, so we got to make a decision here. So $265 for sausage. We could probably get both. We could probably get ground beef and sausages. Oh, my God. We are $3 off? Oh, my Lord. $3 off. Are you kidding me? $3 off? Can you like knock it down $3, dude? You son of a gun. All right. Well, I guess we're only taking one meat. Hey, but we have the meats, right? We have the meats today. We got ground beef. How the hell do I get my car? That's how. I haven't checked my gas in some time, or my maintenance. I should probably check on that when I head back. But we have meat, dude. Yeah. It's gonna be the title of this video, probably. We got the meats. So that's a mini goal, right? That's always been a mini goal. Oh my God. Yep, go this way. Main goal, we already know, add another cashier. Mini goal, get the meats, dude. We got the meats. Nice ground beef. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what we have now. Okay. It's pretty good. Now, this is going to be a weird episode because it's going to feel like we did one day, but we almost did 2 days because most of our day got swallowed up by the game when we fell underneath the level. So then we had to restart the day. So it might feel like one day, but really kind of we took on 2 days. In a way. Not fully, but in a way. If we had that $150 not on our credit card but in our pockets, we would have definitely been able to get sausages and ground beef. Slam on the brakes. Okay, so let's take a look at our truck though. Holy shit, we need gas. All right, we need gas. I did not expect to, you know, all right. I didn't know we were that low on gas, but my God, we are low on gas. Put some ground beef out there, baby. This is going to be awkward. Like, put me right there. There we go. Wow, these things are big. Now, I don't know how much ground beef sells for, so I got to keep my eye out on the ticker when it comes through. Hopefully it sells more than the red eye. That would be ideal. Sells more than $55. Oh, we're going to be money hungry. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. And then if we can slide that in right there, maybe. Yep. Good. 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 I could stack it, or I could just put this next to the fish. This is going to really kick everyone in the nuts here in a sec. I just want to put all of it in there. It probably doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter that all of it's in there or not, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to have another box out. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some money. Yeah, enough money to have. We're going to go ahead and head back home. We're going to grab a pizza on the way home. We're going to grab some gas because we need the gas. We're doing okay on the maintenance and the oil, so I'm happy about that. We haven't bought another laptop. We haven't bought a cell phone, which honestly we don't really need. We don't need, well, if anything between laptop and cell phone, the most useful item is probably the cell phone. The laptop, you know, I don't know, like, why would you want it? To save the game? The game kind of saves on itself when you sleep, but, you know, whatever. Let's go ahead and fill this up. 200 and, what is that, 200 and some $87, $237, something like that. That was a lot. Buy a pizza, thank you so much. $65, okay. Can we put that on the tire? Where can we put this? On the tailgate, you think? No. All right. We'll just slide it in then. Slide it in. It can get actually pretty close to the thing, right? Yeah, look at that. Nice. Okay, let's go. Pulling out. Could you imagine if you had to deal with traffic in this game? That'd be something. So the one thing we got to worry about tomorrow is very simple. Pay your employee. Yeah, you got to pay your son of a gun there. Pay your employee. Well, it's been a pleasure and honor being with you guys here today. I really enjoy, you know, kicking back, putting on a game, and you know, kind of talking to you guys a little bit. Yeah, we talked about, you know, we went down a little bit of a rabbit hole today, a little bit of, you know, personal issues and stuff like that, and just issues in all in general, like just life issues. Sometimes it's good to talk about that. Sometimes it's good to get it off your chest. Sometimes it's good because some people need to hear it. And you might be saying, well, why do people need to hear stuff that's, you know, going on with you? Well, because it's very simple. People can relate. People can relate to things like that. And, you know, it can go a far way. And if someone just a brief moment relates or can relate to a situation that you are in, there's a slight little relief that I'm not in this alone, and that there's other people out there that also have some struggles like I do. I'm not alone in this, and we're all in this together. But anyways, it's been a pleasure not being with you today. And I will see you in the next video, wherever that may be. Do take care.